fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Well, look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Brought down at the 20.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Harrison Butler set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Noy on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That gain on third down, good for 28. On first and 10, it's Mostert. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Seven yards there and a first down.
And the Panther first down.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Sony Michel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14. Vikings.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Caught by Josh Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
catch and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races and into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a big run that time by Bell. 57 yards on the ground.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line.
But it's 4th down.
Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Bell. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3.
He'll try and run it in with Bell. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A pretty wild 1st quarter. 21-7, our score. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Vikings 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a 1st down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Panthers.
Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete to Lazard. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Lazard.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle made by Mike Hilton. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Watson's pass.
Rob Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Pace the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
He was brought down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Travis Kelsey unable to pull it in, but now it'll be third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. the gun. It's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football.
The pass.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a man drafted and then let go by the Panthers, Harrison Butker, for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Gain of 15.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A 1st down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard.
Bell, the ball carrier.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
2nd and 6.
And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. On 1st down, Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Watson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down again. So we come up on halftime. Intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Play action. Now Kaepernick. Left side caught by Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
22 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st down, Bell, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Man open his board. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Bell. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Bell. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Flushed out right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mostert. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Kaepernick now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Kaepernick now on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
20 more yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. He's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the tackle.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Again, it's Bell. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun on third, Watson. Buying time to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll try him now with Mostert. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now first and goal. And they will run it with Michelle. And he's going to throw his way in for a Panther score. Sonny Michel with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Going deep for Diggs, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 79 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Chris Jones on the stop.
27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Panthers.
Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
16 yards. First down.
On first down, it's Watson. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. And some room to work. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Quick throw completed by Watson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
touchdown.
Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game.
30.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. Going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 78 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
For the point after.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in it. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The Panthers get it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Harrison Butker is
I
set.
remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt? And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
And get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson will get this into the hands of Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
The Panther 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2.
And Watson's going to throw it here. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Vikings.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge. And someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
Here's Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. His throw is going to be incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. And it's complete to Kelsey. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Kaepernick again. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
On for the point after.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now. There's a penalty flag down. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Kaepernick now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
For Stephon Diggs. Incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before.
Today's final score, Panthers